My grievances hide the light of the world in me. My grievances hide the light of the world in me. My grievances hide the light of the world in me. My grievances hide the light of the world in me. I cannot see what I have hidden, yet I want it to be revealed to me. For my salvation and the salvation of the world, be sure to tell yourself if tempted today. If I hold this grievance, the light of the world will be hidden from me. My grievances hide the light of the world in me. My grievances hide the light of the world in me. My grievances hide the light of the world in me. Whoa. We don't want to hide the light of the world. We want to let this little light shine bright in the world. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me today and studying A Course in Miracles. We're reading from the Foundation for Inner Peace version of Course in Miracles this year. And we're ready for lesson 69 for March the 10th of 2025. My grievances hide the light of the world in me. And I'm Forgiveness Willie, teaching forgiveness from the Ozarks. And that was my dog that went running off right as we were singing. He saw a squirrel or something, had to go check it out. His name's Jed. There he is right there. Oh, Jed. Hey, Jed. Jed. Hey, okay, you gonna sit down right there? All right. My grievances hide the light of the world in me. No one can look upon what your grievances conceal, because your grievances are hiding the light of the world in you. Everyone stands in darkness, and you beside him. But as the veil of your grievances is lifted, you are released with him. Share your salvation now with him who stood beside you when you were in hell. He is your brother in the light of the world that saves you both. Today, let us make another real attempt to reach the light in you. Remember, we were trying to find that blazing light that's inside ourselves? Well, we're going to make another attempt today to find that light. Before we undertake this in our more extended practice period, let us devote several minutes to thinking about what we are trying to do. We're literally attempting to get in touch with the salvation of the world. We're literally trying to get in touch with the salvation of the world, the light of the world, the inner light. We are literally attempting to get in touch with the salvation of the world. We're trying to see past the veil of darkness that keeps it concealed. We're trying to let the veil be lifted and to see the tears of God's Son disappear in the sunlight. At last, I was going to say, but it doesn't have at last. It's been a long journey for me, so finally getting to see the sunlight. We're trying to let the veil be lifted and to see the tears of God's Son disappear in the sunlight. Wow. So in your 10 to 15 minute practice period today, this is what you're going to attempt to do to get in touch with the light in you. He says today, how does he say it? We are literally attempting to get in touch with the salvation of the world. Paragraph 3. Let us begin our longer practice period today with the full realization that this is so, and with real determination to reach what is dearer to us than all else. Salvation is our only need. Salvation is our only need. There is no other purpose here, and no other function to fulfill. Learning salvation is our only goal. Let us end the ancient search today by finding the light in us and holding it up for everyone who searches with us to look upon and rejoice. Very quietly now, with your eyes closed, try to let go of all the content that generally occupies your consciousness. Okay, so let's say, very quietly now, with eyes closed, try to let go of all the content that generally occupies your consciousness. Think of your mind as a vast circle surrounded by a layer of heavy clouds, heavy dark clouds. You can see only the clouds because you seem to be standing outside the circle and quite apart from it. Okay, so we're seeing this big circle, a vast circle that includes everything, and that's our mind. But we seem to be standing outside the circle looking at our minds. That's really a nice way of saying that we're out of our minds. That we're outside of, and we're looking at reality. From our perspective, because of our beliefs that are contrary to truth, we feel like we're outside of reality. But we want to find that light beyond the cloud cover today. So let's read this one again. Make sure you get the understanding here. Very quietly now, with your eyes closed in your 10 to 15 minute practice period, start with your eyes closed and be very quiet. Try to let go all the content that generally occupies your consciousness. Think of your mind as a vast circle surrounded by a layer of heavy clouds, dark clouds, heavy dark clouds. You can see only the clouds because you seem to be standing outside the circle of your mind and quite apart from it. Wow, that's saying that that's a really sweet, tender, gentle way to say you are out of your mind. From where you stand, you can see no reason to believe there is a brilliant light hidden by the clouds. The clouds seem to be the only reality. They seem to be all there is to see. Therefore, you do not attempt to go through them and past them, which is the only way in which you would be really convinced of their lack of substance. We will make this attempt today. Okay, so we're going to try to go beyond the clouds that we think are keeping us from reality, from the sunlight, from our mind, our true mind. After you have thought about the importance of what you are trying to do for yourself and the world, try to settle down in perfect stillness, remembering only how much you want to reach the light in you today, now. You see how important it is. Determined to go past the clouds. Reach out and touch them in your mind. Brush them aside with your hand. Feel them resting on your cheeks and forehead and eyelids as you go through them. Go on. Clouds cannot stop you. If you're doing the exercises properly, you will begin to feel a sense of being lifted up and carried ahead. Your little effort and small determination call on the power of the universe to help you, and God Himself will raise you from darkness into light. You are in accord with His will. You cannot fail because your will is His. You catch that first sentence. If you're doing the exercises properly, you will begin to feel a sense of being lifted up and carried ahead. Your little effort and small determination call on the power of the universe to help you, and God Himself will raise you from darkness into light. You are in accord with His will. You cannot fail because your will is His. Have confidence in your Father today, and be certain that He has heard you and answered you. You may not recognize His answer yet, but you can indeed be sure that it is given you, and you will yet receive it. Try, as you attempt to go through the clouds to the light, to hold this confidence in your mind. that God's going to lift you up and carry you there. Try to remember that you are at last joining your will with God's. Try to keep the thought clearly in mind that what you undertake with God must succeed. Try to keep the thought clearly in mind that what you undertake with God must succeed. Then let the power of God work in you and through you, that His will and yours be done. Okay, so there's what you're going to do in your longer practice period today. Reach through the clouds to the dark, to the light. In the shorter practice periods, which you will want to do as often as possible in view of the importance of today's idea to you and your happiness, remind yourself that your grievances are hiding the light of the world from your awareness. Your grievances are making you unconscious of your reality, of your true mind, of your thoughts, of the light of God. Let's read that again. In the shorter practice periods, which you will want to do as often as possible in view of the importance of today's idea to you and your happiness, remind yourself that your grievances are hiding the light of the world from your awareness. Remind yourself also that you're not searching for it alone and that you do know where to look for it. Say then, my grievances hide the light of the world in me. Those are the shadows, the clouds. I cannot see what I have hidden, yet I want to let it be revealed to me for my salvation and the salvation of the world. Also be sure to tell yourself, if you are tempted to hold anything against anyone today, tell them this, or tell yourself this. If I hold this grievance, the light of the world will be hidden from me. Let's not go unconscious today. Let's find our true self. Okay, let's see. Let's go look in our text reading for today. And we're in chapter 8. We're about midway through section 7, the body as means of communication. And we left off we read paragraph 9. Let's read it. Let's start with 8. There is nothing so frustrating to a learner as a curriculum he cannot learn. His sense of adequacy suffers and he must become depressed. Being faced with an impossible learning situation is the most depressing thing in the world. In fact, it is ultimately why the world is depressing. The Holy Spirit's curriculum is never depressing because it is a curriculum of joy. Whenever the reaction to learning is depression, it is because the true goal of the curriculum has been lost sight of. 9. In this world, not even the body is perceived as whole. Its purpose is seen as fragmented into many functions with little or no relationship to each other, so that it appears to be ruled by chaos. Guided by the ego, it is ruled by chaos. Guided by the Holy Spirit, it is not. It becomes a means by which the part of the mind you tried to separate from spirit can reach beyond its distortions and return to spirit. The ego's temple thus becomes the temple of the Holy Spirit, where devotion to Him replaces devotion to the ego. In this sense, the body does become a temple to God. His voice abides in it by directing the use to which it is put. Paragraph 10. Healing is the result of using the body solely for communication. Since this is natural, it heals by making whole, which is also natural. All mind is whole, and the belief that part of it is physical or not mind is a fragmented or sick interpretation. And he's taken us where we at. We believe that we're outside the light. We're that vast circle of our mind. But we seem to be outside of it, but we're going to reach to it to find our true self, the natural part of ourself. We're living in an artificial world. And He's taken us where we think we're at, but He's going to bring us to where we are. Remember the journey without distance to a goal that's never changed? All mind is whole, and the belief that part of it is physical or not mind is a fragmented or sick interpretation. Mind cannot be made physical, but it can be made manifest through the physical if it uses the body to go beyond itself. By reaching out, the mind extends itself. It does not stop at the body, for if it does, it is blocked in its purpose. A mind that has been blocked has allowed itself to be vulnerable to attack, because it has turned against itself. Paragraph 11. The removal of blocks, then, is the only way to guarantee help and healing. The removal of blocks, then, is the only way to guarantee help and healing. Help and healing are the normal expressions of a mind that is working through the body, but not in it. Well, we're going to use the body, but we know that that's just a tool to be used, a learning device, a way to reach other minds. So, and the way we do that is by offering help and healing. Help and healing are the normal expressions of a mind that is working through the body, but not in it. If the mind believes the body is its goal, it will distort its perception of the body, and by blocking its own extension beyond it, will induce illness by fostering separation. Perceiving the body as a separate entity cannot but foster illness, because it is not true. A medium of communication loses its usefulness if it is used for anything else. To use a medium of communication as a medium of attack is an obvious confusion in purpose. Remember, your body is a medium of communication. So we want to get away from the whole idea that attack will ever get us anything that we want. It only will give us what we don't want. So quit using it. Paragraph 12. To communicate is to join, and to attack is to separate. How can you do both simultaneously when the same thing, or with the same thing, and not suffer? To communicate is to join, and to attack is to separate. How can you do both simultaneously with the same thing and not suffer? Perception of the body can be unified only by one purpose. This releases the mind from the temptation to see the body in many lights, and gives it over entirely to the one light in which it can be really understood. The Holy Spirit, the one light. That's what we're trying to reach today, the one light. Capitalized one, capitalized light. God. To confuse a learning device with the curriculum goal is a fundamental confusion that blocks the understanding of both. Learning must lead beyond the body to the reestablishment of the power in the mind. Let's read that again. Learning must lead beyond the body to the reestablishment of the power of the mind in it. This can be accomplished only if the mind extends to other minds and does not arrest itself in its extension. This arrest is the cause of all illness. Wow. Remember, God created you in love and then made you in His image, so you go and extend love. God is love, and now you extend that love that God made you in. Well, that extension is your natural, that's what you're here to do. You're the light of the world. This arrest, if you don't do that, the arrest is the cause of all illness, because only extension is the mind's function. Okay, so extend the love that you are. 13. The opposite of joy is depression. When your learning promotes depression instead of joy, you cannot be listening to God's joyous teacher and learning His lessons. To see a body as anything except a means of communication is to limit your mind and to hurt yourself. Health is therefore nothing more than united purpose. The one mind. Find that mind today in your longer practice period, and in your little shorter ones that you should be doing, every few minutes. Try for every 10 or 15 minutes. Try to tell yourself, my grievances hide the light of the world in me. I cannot see what I have hidden, yet I want it to be revealed to me for my salvation and the salvation of the world. Okay, to see a body as anything except a means of communication is to limit your mind and to hurt yourself. Health is therefore nothing more than united purpose. If the body is brought under the purpose of the mind, it becomes whole because the mind's purpose is one. Attack can only be an assumed purpose of the body, because apart from the mind, the body has no purpose at all. 14. You are not limited by the body, and thought cannot be made flesh, yet mind can be manifested through the body if it goes beyond it and does not interpret it as limitation. Whenever you see another as limited to or by the body, you are imposing this limit on yourself. Are you willing to accept this when your whole purpose for learning should be to escape from limitations? To conceive of the body as a means of attack and to believe that joy could possibly result is a clear-cut indication of a poor learner. He has accepted a learning goal in obvious contradiction to the unified purpose of the curriculum, and one that is interfering with his ability to accept its purpose as his own. 15. Joy is unified purpose, and unified purpose is only God's. When yours is unified, it is His. Believe you can interfere with His purpose, and you need salvation. You have condemned yourself, but condemnation is not of God. Therefore it is not true. No more are any of its seeming results. When you see a brother as a body, you are condemning him because you have condemned yourself. Yet if all condemnation is unreal, and it must be unreal since it is a form of attack, then it can have no results. Wow. And the last paragraph, 16. Do not allow yourself to suffer from imagined results of what is not true. Do not allow yourself to suffer from imagined results of what is not true. Free your mind from the belief that this is possible. In its complete impossibility lies your only hope for release. But what other hope would you want? Freedom from illusions lies only in not believing them. They're only clouds that we can walk safely, easily through. Clouds can't stop us. Illusions can't stop us. The artificial world can't stop us. It's just our beliefs. There is no freedom from illusion lies only in not believing them. There is no attack, but there is unlimited communication and therefore unlimited power and wholeness. The power of wholeness is extension. Do not arrest your thought in this world, and you will open your mind to creation and God. Do not arrest your thought in this world, and you will open your mind to creation in God. Okay, let me get my guitar over here out of the sun. What's going on around the world today? Let's see, it's Ramadan, and a lot of your, Ramadan, Arabic people, your Middle Eastern Palestinians, Iraq, Iran, all those Middle Eastern countries that are Arabic speaking and following Islamic ideas. Their word for peace is Salaam, and they all usually say Assalamu alaikum, and then you'd answer back alaikum assalam. So Assalamu alaikum. We're here on Ramadan. It's also Lent for you Christians, and Allah for the Baha'i folks. Canberra Day in Australia, Festival of Light in the Cracks Day, and that's the first signs of spring, like coming up in the sidewalk cracks, little bits of green starting to show again. I saw some daffodils blooming this morning in my front yard. Fill our Staplers Day, good day to fill your stapler. Harriet Tubman Day, she was an abolitionist and a social activist who escaped from slavery and then went on 13 missions to free another 70 people, her family and other people. Bagpipe Day, Scotland's known for bagpipes, but they were also used in Egypt, Greece, Rome, and even India. Freelancers Day, Salvation Army Day. William and Catherine Booth started the Salvation Army back in London in 1865. And we have another, the Jewel Strawberry out of Gurney's. And it's a patented one, so be aware if you're wanting to grow them for resale, the plants. They're a super sweet flavor. Jewel, heralded for its wonderful flavor. Jewel produces very large, wide fruit of superb quality, great for fresh eating with or without sugar. Winter hardy plants are vigorous and consistently produce large crops, zones 4 through 8. Okay, and the plant patent will be in the description below. So will my email, if you'd like to send me an email about how this is helping you. Okay, let's remember today. My grievances hide the light of the world in me. My grievances hide the light of the world in me. I cannot see what I have hidden, yet I want it to be revealed to me. For my salvation and the salvation of the world, be sure to tell yourself if tempted today. If I hold this grievance, the light of the world will be hidden from me. If I hold this grievance, the light of the world will be hidden from me. My grievances hide the light of the world in me. My grievances hide the light of the world in me. My grievances hide the light of the world in me. My grievances hide the light of the world in me. I cannot see what I have hidden, yet I want it to be revealed to me. For my salvation and the salvation of the world, my grievances hide the light of the world in me. My grievances hide the light of the world in me. Okay, well, be sure to do your longer period of practice. You might do it right now when we close, but at some time today, do your longer 15-minute practice period, at least 10. And just, remember the importance of it. Allow God to lift you up and take you past the clouds to your true self, your mind, self-realization, as Yogananda called it. And Assalamu alaikum, or salam, is the peace. Assalamu alaikum, I think that basically is peace be unto you and peace be back to you. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum assalam, okay? My grievances hide the light of the world in me. I cannot see what I have hidden, yet I want it to be revealed to me for my salvation and the salvation of the world. And be sure to tell yourself, if tempted to attack anyone today, if I hold this grievance, the light of the world will be hidden from me. Let's not go unconscious. Salaam.